Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Gary Grigsby's Warn East. We're here with turn 48, May 17th, 1942. There are no events here that are worth anything, and I already went through the air phase, and then what I also did is take care of the support units, except, well, I haven't placed them yet. Just put some of them to the reserve and those from the reserves to the map whenever that was necessary. If we take a look here at the combats, my opponent did move some units in here. He hasn't been able to take care of all of it. And then he cleared this in one go. Sadly, oh well. We knew that was going to happen at this point. Apparently he also fortified Nikolaev. So that's where that never ends, sadly. There's no way to move through any of these, so he cannot move down there. So that's pretty much where we stand now. Decided to go and check what happens if you put 3 motorized brigades there. This thing does get quite a bit more beefy, which I do like. Currently these can move over here. The thing is just that it's a bit sad that this turns into a 5. It means they immediately can no longer attack. But I want these to retreat that way. And I have a sensation they're gonna retreat in here, like that. The problem is just if I retreat them here, technically it shouldn't matter for them because they have to move there already anyway. Looking for a unit that can at least get into Andreapol here. And I'm curious to see whether I will take that hex. Yes, I will. Okay. Well, I want to use some serious firepower in this attack as it is. So they can still do a heavy attack like that. Looks like it's a lot, but again yeah, let's also jam these rifle brigades in there. I want to get as many units as possible onto this attack as well once again. Not the motorized brigades, because I'll be putting those on the tank corps. But okay, you cannot get any support units. All of them should be in range. Alright. This will be still tricky. They did push down. Into a light woods hex. That does. It would have set things up if I could have attacked from there, but apparently I can't. This is now also worse, interestingly enough. Wow, okay, that's a lot worse than I had imagined, and also not quite sure why they did retreat down. To be completely honest. However, I will try to move in units that have the potential to attack. Yeah, there are no units that can go from the other side. The river here in that sense is pretty rough like that. Because then I could technically or potentially push them down, but that might not really be held at worthwhile. You cannot even move through here. Oh, you can also still attack. Interesting. And technically the cavalry corps can do so as well. So it's probably actually a pretty reasonable thing to assign 3 motorized brigades to them as well. Of course, they have to come from 4 different armies. They did get pushed around here, so I do like that. Even though those odds in themselves aren't particularly amazing. My opponent has reinforcements here again, so the more I get to move down, the better. And I'm certainly, again, looking at a way to attack multiple times. At the very least at this unit, the 39th rifle can go in here. No, not there. Don't have many units left apparently that can do a full-blown attack. No, indeed. Yeah. I don't have much confidence in attacking here, but then getting a soft attack with 3 units afterwards to follow up could be worth something. No. Indeed, that's quite rough, but maybe I can attack it multiple times. Would like to see combat delay. Yeah, it's fine on these hexes, I don't really mind. Forty-ninth. Both of these would not be able to attack. These would. Huh. How much did I lose there? On this one? Not that much actually. This one is down to 5,000, which is still a lot, like it's still a 15,000 unit then. The nice thing here, of course, is retreating these with the tank corps, then potentially indeed being able to move even further. I cannot get units in here. At least certainly not them. I'd be able to get a tank corps in there. You could also move in there, but then you can no longer attack. Though I'm not really interested in attacking the motorized division at all. 49th Army is on this side here. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 1, 2. This is pretty strong defenses. 49th. And 3. And also put you in there. These defenses of 75 are not going to be broken, so I'd rather try to start moving down here. Don't like this strength, but I'm gonna put 3 units there at any rate. this unit of the 47th ain't gonna get all that much further either. Would need to put something powerful in there. Now, when was this historically released? January 21st. Just like this city, I guess. Bork is February and Ilino is March 42. Let's get you in there anyway. I think for now that is fine. They also cannot get any further at this point. This 358th. And you neither. If I can get infantry into torpedoes, I guess that is definitely something that I will do. If they want to break out, they'll have to go. If they want to attack it, they will have to go all the way around and. I think that would be very tricky for them. Not that I took that many hexes at this point, but... if my opponent did actually fix this rail line, which I personally don't think so, like he's very likely just had this Vyazma to Rzhev singular rail line here. At the very least, it's stretching his front line. And it doesn't, like, it still does seem like he has most of his armor down here. So I still feel like he's preparing for something down there and to go onto the offensive. Okay. Next up. I'll Try moving the infantry. Not all of them necessarily need to move there. Okay, however. If I move over in here, that at least prevents them from getting across the river like that from this position, which isn't that bad even. Going in here would allow me to do a soft attack on these, which are again in the light woods. But can't see anything about their morale, experience, or fatigue here. Okay, let's start out with the first tank corps moving in here. Let's just see what their defenses are as well. A 9. See, moving these guys further down is quite fun, I guess. It will give me 2 more hexes. But the question is, how useful is that? I'm quite sure these guys can now go around, start blocking this area. Around here too. Oh my, this is a tank division. Not a tank corps. Wow. You don't see that every day. Wow. So I actually only have two tank corps left. Moving you here and attacking into that means they can no longer move either way. Most likely. Would I actually want to do this? I think I would. Barely made it there, but Moving in here gives me these 3 hexes. Moving here gives me nothing except a unit onto the Lightwood's rail hex here. Yeah, I'll go here. My opponent might decide that he wants to try and get these over here, here, and here. Something like that. And I'm sure he'll already will have railed new units to Velikiluki. So there is that. I will try to get some more tank corps in there. But I'll take a little break for the moment. It's a long way down to this, but didn't go too bad if you think about it. It's not a particularly amazing haul for any one turn, but we're not in the moments yet where we can, you know, do crazy things. So I'll take any amount of territory that I can take as a victory, and it is very problematic because, for example, for him to lose something like this or a little bit here, that doesn't really matter, it doesn't really do anything, but this really stretches his lines. It's a very, very vulnerable part for him, as it gets into his rear pretty much of whatever he has here. So I do like that, and it does mean I'll be continue pouring in new units. And yeah, I'll take a little break. Meet you on the other side. Alright, back. What I've done while off screen is I've switched up a few units, made sure that I have a few units on reserve. There's just not a whole lot going on here, so basically just refitting and stuff. I'm leaving these tanks here just to give them some combat prep points. I moved a few units around here, most notably the tank division, 1 hex, units from Ostashkov into Pino over here. So there's that. Alright, basically we'll see how these offenses are going to go at this point. Yeah. One thing that's weird, it doesn't say assign support units. Not sure. Some of these rifle divisions certainly do need a switch up. Let's do that. And just put them on a refit. 9,700 is also not amazing. But I can take care of it next turn. Alright. In terms of buying stuff, basically I could be making a few more motorized brigades. Probably a good idea. And I still cannot make a rifle corps, so I'll just leave it at that. Build 5 more light rocket regiments. They already tell me I have too many mortars. Kind of silly. I could make like a gazillion of these, but I really don't think it's that great of an idea. I do have a lot of Matildas and Lees, but I'm not going to spend points on making more tank brigades. Let's just leave it here, and I'll see you all for the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.